வணக்கம் நண்பர்களே, இது உங்கள் வீரவ பழனிசாமி. நம்ம வந்து சிவில் சர்வீஸ் எக்ஸாம் 2026 ப்ரிலிமினரி எக்ஸாம், தட் இஸ் ஜெனரல் ஸ்டடீஸ் பேப்பர் 1 ஓட ஒரிஜினல் கொஸ்டின் பேப்பரோட கொஸ்டின் அண்ட் டீடைல்டு சொல்யூஷன், கொஸ்டின் பை கொஸ்டின் டீடைல்டு சொல்யூஷன் பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கோம். ஒவ்வொரு எபிசோட்லையும் 10 கேள்விகள் மட்டும் நம்மளால பேச முடியுது. ஸோ இந்த சொல்யூஷன், இந்த பார்ட்டில் வந்து இது 6வது பார்ட் நம்மளுடைய இதில். ஸோ இதுலேயே ஒரு 10 கேள்விகளுக்கு டீட்டெயில் ஆன்சர் நம்ம பார்க்க போகிறோம். வாங்க டீட்டெயிலாக பார்க்கலாம். Okay. 51வது கேள்வி. Which of the following statements regarding the feature of blockchain technology are correct? Records stored in the database may be made visible to relevant stakeholders without risk alteration. Copies of the entire database are stored in multiple computers on a network syncing within seconds. Consortium blockchain is a blend of public and private blockchains allowing selective data access. Mathematical algorithm make it impossible to change or delete any data once recorded and accepted. Right? The choices are, so true, it's about 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 4. இதுல இந்த ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் மட்டும் கிடையாது. Consortium blockchain is a blend of public and private blockchains allowing selective data access. இது மட்டும் இல்ல, மற்றதெல்லாம் ரைட். 1, 2 and 4. Let's see the explanation. Blockchain ledgers are append only and visible to permissioned stakeholders without alteration, that is risk 1 is correct. Distributed ledger is replicated across nodes and sync in seconds, that is 2 is correct. Cryptographic hashtag plus consensus make recorded blocks effectively immutable, that's 4 is correct. Statement 3 describes a consortium chain as a blend of public and private blockchains. Strictly, a consortium chain is a type of permissioned blockchain governed by group of organizations, not hybrid public-private chain. So that is a hybrid chain. So 1, 2 and 4 only correct. So choice C is correct. Next question. 52nd question. An e-commerce revenue model where the seller has control over pricing but doesn't keep products in stock and instead transfer customer order shipment details to a third party supplier who then ships the goods directly to the customer is called drop shipping model, affiliate revenue model, transaction free revenue model and agency revenue model. The correct answer is directly it is drop shipping model. A is correct. Let's see the explanation. Explanation is drop shipping is the e-commerce model where the seller lists prices products without holding inventory. Orders are forwarded to third party supplier who ships directly to the customer. Affiliate revenues earns commissions for referrals and transaction fee model charge per transaction, example marketplaces, and agency models and fees for matching buyers and sellers. And defining feature here, control over price in black, no stock and third party fulfillment is the textbook definition of drop shipping. So A is the answer. Next question, 53rd question. Which one of the following correctly represents the 3 key sub-indices of Financial Inclusion Index, FI index of the RBI, Reserve Bank of India? A. Credit access, insurance debt, pension coverage, banking access, GDP contribution and financial literacy. C. Access, usage, quality. Third, access, affordability and transparency. According to UPSC, the key is access, usage and quality. Access, usage and quality. Right? So the explanation. The RBI Financial Inclusion Index, first published in 2021, is a composite index built on 3 sub-indices: access weight 35%, usage 45%, quality 20%. It captures banking, investments, insurance, postal and pension across these dimensions with the quality of sub-index including financial literacy and customer protection, other combination listed, credit, insurance, pension or affordability, transparency are distractors and do not match RBI official FI index architecture, right? Okay, next question. 54th question. Which one of the following is the best described as a key objective of Open Network Digital Commerce, that ONDC initiative? To allow government control over all digital commerce transactions, to replace private e-commerce players, and to break dominance in large e-commerce platforms by enabling inter interoperability, interoperability across networks, and to mandate UPI based payment in all online transactions. The correct answer is C, that is to break dominance of large e-commerce platforms by enabling interoperability across networks. So the explanation is the ONDC, that is incubated by DPIIT and run by Section 8 company, is an open protocol and decouples buyers, sellers and logistics from any single platform, enabling interoperability across e-commerce networks. The aim is to democratize digital commerce and break the dominance of large platforms like Amazon and Flipkart. Not to give the government control, replace private players and mandate UPI. Option C captures policy intent stated DPIIT strategy paper, right? So read more, that is Indian space policy. Okay, this is an advertisement. Okay, right. Next, 55th question. Which one of the following statements about the Unified Payment Interface UPI, Central Bank Digital Currency, Digital Rupee is not correct? Not correct. UPI is a real-time payment system, but digital rupee is akin to sovereign paper currency. In case UPI settlement, the end users happens instantly as the money gets immediately debited or credited, but in case of digital rupee, there is no settlement as the wallet balance gets transferred to another wallet. UPI transactions are recorded by banks and reflected in bank statements, but in case of digital rupee, no data captured by in the bank statement as transactions are from one wallet to another. In both the cases, UPI and digital rupee, the liability lies with the users and their respective banks. So not correct. So all are correct. The D is not correct. The both the cases, UPI and digital case, the liability lies with the user and their respective banks. Let's see the explanation. The UPI liability and settlement risk lie with the banks and the user's bank account, while digital rupee, e-rupee is direct liability of the Reserve Bank of India, sovereign money held in a wallet. So not a bank deposit. So settlement is wrong, D, because liability does not lie with the bank users and banks in use of digital rupee. And settlements A, B and C correctly distinguish UPI's bank mediated account settled transactions from CBDC wallet to wallet token transfers. And 56th question. Which one of the following statements about real world assets RWO tokenization is correct? Are correct. 1. Tokenization is the process of turning a real world assets into digital tokens using blockchain technology. 2. Tokenization is the real world assets offers 24/7 access promoting financial inclusion. Tokenization is a real world assets will allow access to high growth investment opportunities for individuals in India. So the correct answer is all are right. That all the statements are right. So let's see the explanation. The RW tokenization converts ownership and economic rights in physical and financial assets, real estate, bonds, golds, and art into blockchain based tokens 1 is correct. Because tokens trade in always on distributed ledgers, they enable 24 into 7 access and fractional ownership supporting financial inclusion. 2 is correct. For Indian retail investors, tokenization can open access to high growth assets such as fractional real estate, pre-IPO equity. 3 is correct. All three statements reflect the IFSA and RBI working group framing RWA tokenization. So all three are correct. And next, 57th question. A bond who proceeds used only finance or refinance combination or both environmental and social projects called, it is very well, it's a direct answer is sustainable bond, right? Green bond, social bond, sustainable bond and sovereign bond. The correct answer is sustainable bond. So let's see the explanation. Per ICMA's Green Social Sustainability Bond principles, a sustainable bond is one whose proceeds finance or refinance combination green environmental and social projects. Green bond fund only environmental projects. Social bonds fund only social projects. And sovereign bonds refers to issuer, that is government, rather than use of proceeds. The defining both environmental and social criterion points squarely sustainability bond. Read, right? That's it. 58th question. Which of the following statements about a M1 exchange role in micro, small and medium enterprises MSME financing is are correct? M1 exchange provides collateral based loans to MSME. M1 exchange facilities discounting of invoices and bill exchange for MSME. M1 exchange functions as a credit rating agency for MSME. So the question is correct one. So 1, 2, 3, that is all that choice, then 2 only, that's a B, then 2 and 3 and 1 only. The correct answer is UPSC key, it says only 2 only. That is the M1 exchange facilities discounting of invoices and bills of exchange for MSME. That is B is the correct answer. Let's see what it says in the explanation. M1 exchange is one of the RBI's licensed TREDS, Trade Receivables Discounting System platforms. It enables MSME to get their invoices and bills of exchange discounted by financier through competitive bidding, improving working capital access. Statement 2 is correct. It does not extend collateral based loans itself, that's 1 is wrong, and it's not credit rating agency, that is 3 wrong. CRAs are licensed separately by SEBI, hence only statement 2 is correct, right? Okay. So read more, that is A powered financial inclusion in India and how DPA and analytical re-rating credit access. Let's see the next question. 59th question. Which one of the following best describe crowding out effect in the context of fiscal policy? A. The situation where private investment increases due to increased government spending. B. A situation where government borrowing leads to higher interest rates and which reduces private investment. C. A situation where an increase in taxes lead to an increased private sector investment. D. A situation where government spending has no impact on aggregate demand. The correct answer is B. A situation where government is borrowing leads to a higher interest rate and which reduces private investment. Right? So let's see the explanation. The growing out effect describes how higher government borrowing to finance a fiscal deficit pushes up interest rates, loanable funds market, raising the cost of capital and squeezing out private investment and consumption. So option A is opposite phenomenon called crowding in, which can occur when public capital expenditure raises private productivity. Option C describes the tax effects, and D contradicts basic Keynesian aggregate demand analysis. Option B is the standard NCERT Mankiw textbook definition and most commonly tested framing UPSC economy or UPSC. Yeah. So, and this 60th question and last one for this episode. Which of the following statement about the rare earth elements RWS and critical minerals are correct? Modern technological innovations, including artificial intelligence, robotics, and space exploration, extensively utilize rare earth elements RWS. China has the highest share of mining RWEs, followed by India. The Government of India launched the National Critical Mineral Mission (NCMM) in 2025 to establish robust framework for self-reliance and critical mineral and rare earth elements set of 13 metallic elements. So the choices, it's 1 and 3 only correct. This correct, 1 and 3. That is answer B, 1 and 3. That is modern technological innovation, including artificial intelligence, robotics, space exploration, extensively rare earth elements, and the Government of India launched the National Critical Mineral Mission (NCMM) in 2025 to establish a robust framework for self-reliance and critical mineral sector. Let's see the explanation. The rare earth elements are group of 17 metallic elements and 15 lanthanides plus scandium and yttrium of USGC IUPAC standard chemistry references. Statement 4, which calls REE 13 metallic elements, therefore it's wrong. It's 17. Statement 1 is correct. RWE are critical for AI chips, robotics, EVs, and space tech. Statement 2 is wrong because China dominates global RE mining 60 to 70%, but India is not second. The United States with the 13% Mountain Pass mine is the world's second largest REE producer, followed by Myanmar and Australia. Statement 3 is correct. So Union Cabinet approved the National Critical Mineral Mission (NCMM) in 2025 to build self-reliance and critical mineral. Hence 1 and 3 are 2. 1 and 3 are 2. Right? So thank you very much for listening, and we'll come up with the next episode from this 61st question. Thank you very much.
வீடியோ உங்களுக்கு பிடிச்சிருந்தா லைக் பண்ணுங்க, ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க, சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணுங்க, கமெண்ட் பண்ணுங்க, பெல் ஐக்கன் பிரஸ் பண்ண மறந்து போயிடாதீங்க. அப்பதான் நாங்க போஸ்ட் பண்ற வீடியோவோட நோட்டிபிகேஷன் உங்களுக்கு வரும்.